Oh, this is really cool. Big interview with the Tony Cairoli, the 9-time MXGP champion, who will be racing on the gate at RedBud this weekend. We wish we had you at Southwick, but you had some business to attend to get ready for RedBud first.
Yeah, I mean it's super nice. I mean I can be back in the Pro Motocross series. Of course, we are riding now with a bike that we need to still develop a lot of things, and that's why I mean I want to race this track, but so bad because I like sand. But we were a bit short with testing and stuff, so hopefully next week we are more ready. And I mean the first purpose anyway is to show the bike to the American market, which is for dirt bikes really important market. And yeah, I'm really glad I can do it. You know, Italian rider with Italian bike, it's something special.
Well, you have so much experience, you know, racing MXGP and racing on the best bikes in the class for a decade or more. Talk about the Ducati. You know, it's been racing, whether it's Italian championships or MXGP, for, 18 months, maybe a little longer. Where do you feel the bike is now comparatively to the very top end of the class? Like you speak to it's needing more development, but how close are you getting now?
So listen, I mean the bike. It's we have ridden. It's a stock bike until now, especially myself. Okay, the Guadagnini and Seaver in MXGP, they have some things different, but myself, I've been focused on a stock bike more or less, and I've been racing with it, except suspension-wise, where it's impossible to race a stock one like complete how it comes the bike, because we are riding fast at big bumps and big jumps, so we need to adapt a bit. Here in US we're gonna race even more stock, because in England I was actually riding with a factory front fork and shock, and here we are testing with a standard, basically standard sets this week with factory connection, helping a bit with to setting up things. And I think it's nice because the livery will be stock, everything will be stock, so how people can buy the bike just straight out of the thing. Yeah, it's gonna be nice, interesting to see how I will perform, of course. But the main purpose is to make the bike, also touching the American soil and race against other riders. Yeah.
All right, bench racing time. Now you just came off of the MXGP in Matterhorn Basin, well inside the top 10. I think a lot of people are very impressed by that performance. What are the positions? Where are you going to finish? You're getting to watch these guys here today. What is a success for you? Let's say it that way. What's a successful weekend at the next 2 rounds for you?
You know what's the most tricky thing? I think it's for myself. What I experienced in 2022 is the sprints and the first laps. It's quite tough. I mean, at my age, to sprint like that on the first laps. And on MXGP, you settle a bit the rhythm a bit later, and I could perform quite well. I think if I had better starts, I could stay at top 5, top 6. But here it's very difficult, especially first laps. A lot of riders are fast on the on the first laps, so I'm really trying to survive those laps. I mean, in the beginning, and hopefully, if I can, and I think top 10 will be possible, and that's my goal. Anything get better will be amazing. To be honest, yeah.
That's cool. We did have you here in 2022 for a couple of rounds. You said you rode RedBud at Donations, but never at a national. You never rode Millville and Spring Creek. You're going to get to do that. And I also asked you when you walked in the trailer, getting to work with the legendary Ziggy there, a factory connection. Did you know that your life was going to take you this way? Some tracks that maybe you thought the time had passed and people to work with. This is kind of fun for you personally, I would think.
Yeah, I think it's so much fun. I mean, I never had the chance to work with Ziggy. I mean, I was a big fan of his team and of Kevin Windham, and when he was riding, of course, and I never imagined I could, have the chance to work and experience different working methods. So it's nice. I'm really glad, and I'm really enjoying this thing. I mean, with no pressure about performing, on championship, I can, listen to other things and try different stuff, and it's kind of cool, yeah.
And the 222. So that would be cool. Ducati will be racing motocross in America for the first time with the 9-time MXGP champion on board the bike the next 2 weekends. That's going to be fun.
Ciao.
It's the normal schedule, everyone. This race operates on East Coast time, so race day live, 1 hour of qualifying coverage. You can watch from 10 to 11 Eastern on Saturday morning. That's July 5th. The motos start at 1 o'clock Eastern. As always, you can watch everything on Peacock.
If you're outside the United States, maybe you're an Italian and you want to watch Antonio Cairoli on a Ducati, you can do that with the SMX Video Pass. That's supermotocross.tv, and it's 50% off because more than halfway through the championship. But also, JT, a NBC window at 3 o'clock. That'll be 450 Moto 2. So again, tell your friends to jump in and see what the likes of Jet Lawrence, Eli Tomac, Chase Sexton now, maybe Jorge Prado will be up there. See what the sport's all about.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.